Okay, so this is not this one. The appointment was 4th of last month. Uh, so like what's the status saying? What are they saying? Mm.
You're trying to go to the live message.
I'm there. No, my mouse disappeared from my screen.
So wait, you look on the channel.
Yeah, no, okay, this one I snapped it before the person captured me. I snapped before the person captured. So when I snapped it, I just forwarded it to somebody in the data processing before they captured. I have the enrollment number already, which I already sent. Let me replace it again. So it's just production now. It's just production now.
Israel. Israel.
No, I have the enrollment number. I've sent the enrollment number for production.
Please, you not sent me the link for my live stream.
Yes, yes, please.
You've not sent me the link for my live stream.
Which sleep? The one with production.
That's live. Good luck with this.
The thing is, I didn't even pick.
Then select what live stream down to join here.
Oh, I thought maybe with just the production
This
number
one.
or something. Or can you please, can you help me
Right.
write, can you help me write the enrollment number on the appointment slip? Yes, I sent it to him. I just requested it now on his WhatsApp. On no. Say so. Yes, please. Oh.
Hold on.
And his first son is a captain in Africa. That's a doctor. I said a nurse, a doctor in NHS. And he's by another thing. Boy is like over 30 years in the job.
That means he didn't enter.
Sir? But they know people. So they know people who senators, so these are big, big companies. Then in English they have them. But they get their money. They farm where we get connection.
Mercy. Okay, class about to start. My attendance sheet.
Hello, sir.
No,
Hello, sir.
the online attendance
Yes,
sheet.
sir. Hey, please, I sent the enrollment number. I've sent it.
Hello, everyone.
No, they submitted it on this.
Good morning. You can hear me. We'll be starting the class shortly, and then I'll be sending a link so you can click on the link and take attendance. So let's just give other people like few minutes to join the class. So we still have 6 minutes. The class is supposed to start by 10:30. So I just sent a link to a Google Doc. Please kindly click on the link and take attendance while we wait. So everybody that comes, please kindly click on the link and take your attendance for us to start the class.
They are here for six days. Is that one certificate of the learning? Or they have the learning, or they just want the certificate?
Okay. I can see some people are already taking attendance for class. Like I said, for the data analysis class, we'll be needing a laptop. So for this first class, we will not be starting with our laptop. We would do a brief introduction to Excel where we run through what data analysis is. So good morning, everyone. We have 1 more minute. So while we wait for more persons to join the class, and if you have any question, please drop it in the chat box. I am reading all the comments on the chat box. So if you have any question, please kindly drop it in the chat box and I would respond accordingly. Okay, so it's 10:30, so we're going to start the class. So good morning, everyone. My name is Mahani Lawal. I'm your mentor for data analysis. Can we drop our names in the comments so that I can know everybody? For I can see we have Opeyemi Akinsola and Elijah Al Hassan. We also have Moruf Mobolaji. Yes, I can see that present. So can other people, and then we also have some people here present in the physical class who've already introduced ourselves. Okay, we have Nation's Pride, that's Princess Chiwendu Ilochi. Sorry if I make a mistake with your name, the pronunciation of your name. Yes, I can say you're present. So, which other person do we have online? Can we just take an attendance to show that we're here? If you drop your name in the comment box so that we can have a very interactive class. Okay, so first thing is, who knows what data analysis is? Do you have any, Miss Halima, do you have any idea of what data analysis is all about?
Well, that is one analyzing information again. Everything over the is um, maybe collection of information or something.
Okay, that's a good, beautiful answer. Any other person here, can they share? If you know what data analysis is, can you drop it in the chat box, please? If you have any idea what data analysis is, there's no right or wrong answer. So we're just trying to have a very interactive class. So you can drop it in the chat box. Yeah, yes. Any idea? No wrong answer. We're waiting for your response. Okay, I can see Muhammad Mustafa is present. Hope Omokoshe is present. Ugo, the best, that's Ugo Shuku is present. Christy Abba is well. Okay, Okpayemi has dropped the definition for us. Okpayemi Akinsala say data analysis is the process of collecting, analyzing, and interpreting data into decisions. Yes, that's correct. Can we get another definition of data analysis? Anybody? There's no right or wrong answer. So Miss Halima here has given us her own definition. I don't because we're having a physical and virtual class. So we're going to try as much as possible to merge the two classes to become one. So Princess said the ability to analyze and draw valid conclusion on available data. Yes, that's also correct. You see, the most important thing in all the definitions we have is what there are things that there are words that were repeated over and over again to analyze, to draw interpretation, to get valid conclusion, to analyze data. You see, those data analyzed to draw conclusion, to make decisions using data. So that's what basically that's what data analysis is all about. Is you using data to analyze that data. You get that data, you analyze it, you make it beautiful. Like I like to use the word beautiful. You make it beautiful, and making it beautiful is you making it presentable in a way that you can draw a conclusion. Are we together? So data analysis is for you to analyze the data so that you can draw a conclusion. So we also have Hadiza Salis who just joined, present. Eunice Banasbas is present. Okay, we have another definition from Elijah Al Hassan. So the collection, analyzing, and reaching valid conclusion of a particular information. Yes, that is also a valid definition of data analysis. So we also have Zayad Adams present. Okay. So now I'm not going to be taking attendance. We're going to continue the class. So now our class today is going to be focused on data analysis for beginners. We're using Excel. There are numerous numbers of tools you can actually use for data analysis. But for this class, we're going to be focusing on Excel. So now to start with, one, what is data analysis? Let me give you my own definition. Okay, the slide is not answering. Just hold on 1 minute. Okay, so it's not responding. Let's go back to, okay. What we'll be doing today is that we'll be doing the overview of data analysis. That's the importance and the application. So I am patiently waiting for this. Good. Oh yes, Opeyemi, that's good. We're so glad that you're patient. You know how these devices can be. So I am going to close the screen. I might not be able to see everything that you are sending so that I can share my slides with you. So let's do that. So now the class today is overview of data analysis, the importance of data analysis and the application across field. So introduction to data analysis. So what is data analysis? Data analysis is a fundamental process that holds immense importance across various fields, ranging from businesses, health, finance, healthcare, education, and beyond. Meaning that data analysis as a skill can be used in different fields. You can use it in your health, in your business. Now, you can collect data from your business and then use those data now to calculate business projection and to know if you're making profit, to know areas where you need to improve on your business, to know areas where you need to increase your marketing. You know that okay, you're lacking, your goods are not more, you need to tailor your good more to the younger demographic or the older demographic. So with data analysis, you can do that. And then in the health sector too, you can use data analysis to know, okay, yes, maybe we have an increased amount of people coming down with malaria. We have an increased amount of people coming down with that more increased amount of HIV positive people. And the only way you can actually get this raw data and make sense of it is if you are able to analyze the data you get, because most times when you get data you get them in raw form, and I'm going to show you an example of a data in raw form. Then later on I'm also going to show you, we're going to work on that raw data to make it clean, and then that's it. We're going to analyze it, we're going to clean it, and then we'll present a dashboard at the end of the day that will make us understand the data better. So at its core, data analysis involves examining raw data to extract insights, identify patterns, and make informed decisions. Here is a brief overview of its importance and application. You know, like I said, extracting data, insights from data. This data now, you get this raw data in an Excel sheet. Now, this raw data might look okay, very cumbersome. If you're working with big data, it might be very cumbersome, and then it might have a lot of errors on it. And then those things that you need to clean it up, you need to understand that data, you need to now interpret the data, and then perfectly create a beautiful image or a dashboard that would be used to make informed decision. Now, the importance of data analysis. Is everybody with me? Are we all here? Are we following? Okay, so are we following?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go. So the importance of data analysis. One, informed decision making. Data analysis. Oh, I think we're having network. Just hold on a bit. Yeah. Hello. So can you hear me now? Okay, so the importance of data analysis, we have informed decision making. Data analysis enables organizations to make evidence-based decisions relying on intuition or guesswork. Meaning that when we have this data now, our raw data that we analyze, by the time we're done with it, we can actually adjust or adjust this data to be able to draw out different conclusions. And those conclusions that we draw out from the data can be used to make informed analysis in businesses, in government policies, and other projects. So another importance of data analysis, one, improved efficiency. Okay, Prof. Coker said he cannot hear me. The voice is not out. Can other people hear me? Is any other person having issues with the audio? Prof. Coker. Okay, yeah. Biola, the tech guy, said we can hear you. Okay. So I guess Prof. Coker, you might be having network issues on your side. So improved efficiency is another importance of data analysis. So analyzing data allows businesses to optimize the processes and improve efficiency, streamlining operation by identifying inefficiencies or bottlenecks. Organization can make targeted improvement to enhance productivity. What does this mean now? If you have the data, are you with me? If you have the data from your business interactions, now I'm using business as a case study because it's like the easiest way for everybody to relate to it, to make it more relatable. Now, if you have data from your business, now that data from your business, you would use it to know that okay, if you are lacking in your delivery time, all right, if you know your order time, you know your delivery time, you can handle, I need to, from this data that I have analyzed from my business, from this person's business, I need to improve on delivery time. So now, you now as a data analyst now that is handling a company's data now, you would use that data now to tell the company that, okay, now you will need to improve on your delivery time. The reason why you stop getting orders from Asokoro is because your goods don't arrive from your company in Wuse to Asokoro on time. And for that reason, due to the complaints that we have here from the clients, we can now say, okay, this is the reason why you need to improve on delivery time. Then now the company now will improve on their delivery time. Or it might be that, okay, the what the data analyst was able to draw, the conclusion was able to draw from the data was that your goods is not appealing to a certain age demographic, right? So you mean that you need to adjust your goods to better suit that. So that's what we mean. That's what we mean by improve efficiency. So competitive advantage is another importance of data analysis. In today's data-driven world, organizations that can effectively analyze data gain a competitive advantage by leveraging on data from data analysis. Now, businesses can innovate and adapt to the market ahead of the competition, which is also important too. Very, very important in today's world. So we're not going on. Okay, yeah, I can see you all dropping your messages that you can hear me. I'm glad you guys are following. So don't forget, if you have any questions, please drop it in the chat box. And I don't know why my screen is not responding. I have to do it manually. Okay, risk management. Data analysis plays a crucial role in risk management by identifying potential threats and mitigating their risks. And then you could be wondering, how can you do all this with data, right? Don't worry. Very soon in our classes, you'll get to understand how you can draw up all these conclusions using raw data. Then we said data analysis plays a crucial role in risk management by identifying potential threats and mitigating risks. By analyzing data and predictive analytics, organizations can identify risks and take proactive measures to minimize their impact. Another advantage is enhanced customer relation experience, which is also has to do with the former importance I talked about when I said when we talk about improving efficiency, right? When I use the example of customers complaining about delivery time, and then you using your feedback to improve on that. You're welcome to the class for your late, sir. Good morning. Then for the next thing we have is application. Importance of data analysis, we've done with that. So we're going to application. Ah, why is this laptop behaving like my village people? Okay, business, finance, and data analysis. You know that you can use, like we said, the things or the aspects where you can actually use data analysis. I think I listed them earlier. We said businesses and finance, yes, healthcare, education, government and policies, marketing and advertising, yes. So you can use data analysis in businesses and finance because data analysis is widely used in finance for forecasting. So you know that data analysis can be predictive, so you can use it to forecast what is going to happen on business trends, on stock exchange markets, you know, all that. You see, when you are looking at the stock exchange market now, I don't know if do any of you here actually participate in watch like stock exchange markets on your TV where they tell you, okay, these are the winners, these are the companies that are making profits, these ones are going down, these ones are crashing. So the way they get those information is through data analysis. So in healthcare too, data analysis can be used in clinical research, patient monitoring, disease surveillance and treatment optimization. It enables healthcare providers to improve outcomes, reduce costs, and enhance patient care. Do you understand? Are you following? Are you following, Mr. Sorry, sir, what's your name? Mr. Ayo. You came a bit late. So, oh, so sorry about that. So sorry about that. Um, I will share the slide so maybe you can catch up. Basically, what we're doing is we're trying to introduce the course to everybody. Now, data analysis can be used for government policies. Like I said, that when it comes to, we know that in policy process, I don't know if most of us are familiar in process of policy making, whereby you do implementation. Ms. Halima, can you tell us, you know the process of policy making, policy implementation, the generation, right? There's monitoring and evaluation, then you get the feedback, and then so the in policy making process, government policy making process, data analysis is very important because they use the data they collect from every point of this policy process, that they analyze them, then they use them to make projections, make predictions to know if, okay, the policies are having the desired impact, if they are going to the covering the areas that they want to cover. So when they do that evaluation now, they get to know, okay, are they actually doing what they are supposed to do? Is the policy performing the way it's supposed to perform? All this you can actually get from data analysis. Then the last functions we have here is marketing and advertising. Data analysis plays a crucial role in marketing and advertising by segmenting target audiences, measuring campaign effectiveness, and optimizing market spend. It enables marketers to personalize messages, improve customer targeting, and maximize return on investment. Okay. So now we're going to the tools we use for data analysis. Does anybody know the tools that you use for data analysis apart from Excel? I've mentioned Excel. Can anybody just, even the people online, can you just drop it in the chat box? The tools we use for data analysis. Mr. Ayo, do you have any idea on any tools we use for data analysis?
SPSS, we have W, Square.
Okay, that's good. What about you, Miss Salima? There are still other ones. Okay. So can we drop people, can you drop in the chat box? Yes, I can see Google Forms, other tools that we use for data analysis. Mr. Ayo already mentioned SQL. He said Power BI, SPSS. Did you mention Tableau? Okay, Tableau. Oh, we have Python and Java. Python. Okay, that's good, Mr. Zayad. Any other person? Okay, so I guess we'll forge ahead. So now for this class, like I said earlier, we're focusing on using Excel for data analysis. So Excel is a powerful spreadsheet tool software that is used for data analysis. It can be used for calculation, visualization, data cleaning, and the possibilities, the things you can do with Excel is limitless, except for big data. Excel is good, yes, you can use Excel for a lot of things, but if you're working with big companies, sometimes you might have to use Python and SQL, depending on the volume of the data you're working on. So for this class, we're going to be focusing on Excel. So we're going to look at the interface, basic interface of Excel. How many people have experience working with Excel here? Can you indicate if you have some experience working with Excel? So I'm going to be sharing, okay, this is an image to give us the breakdown of the interface of Excel. We have our file button, the formula ribbon. This is where you input the formula ribbon. So I'm going to open my Excel now so that I know you're seeing my screen. So you can, I'll point it out now. This here is the formula ribbon. So this is where you can put the formula. Now, if I clean this, can you see the states that is written here is being cleaned? Can you see this shit? So if I clean states on the formula ribbon, it actually has takes effect on the main Excel sheet. So if I write back states, it's there. Oh, okay, sorry. It's only showing. Okay, let me end slideshow. Are you okay? Sorry. So now you can see this is the Excel. So the formula, okay, let me do what I did earlier so that we can follow. I cleaned I know you people can see what I am doing. So I cleaned the states on the formula ribbon. Immediately it cleans. So now if I come back here and I write states, you can see it takes effect on the main sheet itself. So this is the file ribbon. So here you can get a new sheet, you can save as, share, export, publish, depends on what you want to do. And here is the home ribbon where you have your paste to see. Here you can select the fonts you want to use, the font size. Yes, you can select fonts on Excel too, not only MS Word. So here you can decide, because you know that you write in on Excel, you use both words and numbers. So that's why you can select the fonts if you want them to be on italics or Roman times or bold. You want to underline, you want to put in some colors. So you see now I filled colors on this. You can fill colors if you want to. So now let's take it back to white. Okay, you can make the letters have colors. Most times we do it to highlight certain incidences or things we want to take note of while doing the course. Okay, we have someone else joining our class. Good morning. Please have a seat. So, and then you can decide on how you want to arrange it. You want to arrange your documents to the left. It's shifted, that's the letters you really want to move. Can you see that all the letters have moved to the left? If you want to move it to this side, you can also move it back to your right. So you can do all that. You can warp your text. I would explain this practically. So if you have a long text now, let's say, so you can see that this text now has exceeded that cell. So these are called cells. Can you see where the green my cursor is? That's a cell. So now this text now has exceeded the assigned text, which is J2, right? It has exceeded the assigned cell. So now when you click on warp text, see, so it has compressed it to fit into that cell. So we're going to undo that and clean. So we also have your insert ribbon, where you can insert table. We'll use pivot table. We're going to be using pivot table for our class later on in the class. You can insert pictures, you can insert shapes, smart arts, recommended charts. So now Excel gives you like a bunch of suggestion of charts, depends on the data you're using. So you can decide to use 2D columns, you can use 3D, you can, but then that will be, can you see what it's doing? This is like the interpretation. So I want to show you something now. Does these charts actually look presentable to you? No, right? This is because this is a raw data that has not been cleaned and properly analyzed. So if you put this in a chart and automatically it won't really look nice. But now at the end of the day, we're going to use this data, we're going to clean it, then we'll put it in a chart. Then we'll see the difference, what the outcome will be after you've worked on the data. Okay, so let me delete this. Okay, so we've deleted that. Then we have merge and center. So, and then for here, you can do currencies. You can fix currencies if you're working with money, figures like money. So you can use pounds, euros, yuan. We don't have naira here, but I think if you go to more, you can do other things, accounts. symbols. You can change the symbols if you want. See other options you have. So if you are looking for Naira, let's see here. Can you see? You can use Naira. That's Yoruba. So you can actually use Naira. So all you need to do, you need to understand. You see, there are a lot of things you can do with Excel. You just need to understand Excel for you to be able to do that. So you can put your percentage here. You can. This is for decimal points to remove the zeros, put the zeros, conditional formatting, formats as table, cell styles, insert, delete, and that's for the. Okay, well, on the insert, then you have your page layouts where you can determine what you want your page to look like. You want to put margins, you want to put background. You know that you can create your Excel sheets if you're working on an organization data. You can put the company's logo on the background of the Excel sheet, like a watermark. So you can do that here on Excel. So Excel is not as boring as people say it is. You just need to understand it. So here we have your functions and your formula. This is the sum, auto sum. You can do sum, average, count. This is if you're using the shortcut and you don't want to input your formula, but I will advise you to always use your formula so that it will come out well. So you can just always type in your formula by yourself from the formula bar. Then your financials, you just look at all the formulas you might need. Then this is showing you the formulas that I have recently used. Okay, then you have logical, you have text, you have date and time. All these are formulas on Excel that you would need to understand. But you don't need every single formula on each data you're working on. You just need certain formulas per data you're working on. Are you with me? Oh, sorry, they were not seeing my screen. I did not see that. I did not see the messages. So let me share my screen again. Okay, I didn't know it stopped sharing. I didn't know the screen stopped sharing, so sorry about that. But I hope you all can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Can see my screen. Okay, so that's good. Let me see. We can't see your screen. Oh, so sorry about that. I didn't know it went off. But can you all see my screen now? Okay, that's good. Opeyemi said he can see my screen. I didn't know the screen went off. So we're going back to Excel. If you can still see my screen. Okay. So let's go back to our formulas and ribbon. So for data now, we have to get your external data. Who here has worked with Excel before? Do you have any experience working with Excel? Mr. Ayo? What about you? I didn't get your name. Okay, Mr. Valentine, nice for you to join us. Have you have any experience working with Excel? What about you? Okay, so how to get your external data from Excel? Okay, so I need to be able to work on my Excel sheet while I still share it to everybody on YouTube. So I want to know if I switch my screen to my Excel sheets, can you all see my screen? Please, I would like responses. Please, can you see my screen when I switch it to my Excel away from the streaming? Okay, let's just wait for them to drop their response. Okay, so Mr. Koyemi has responded. So he said he can see my screen. So let's continue. So now the next ribbon working on Excel is our data ribbon. Now the data ribbon, this is for you to get external data, like the name implies. So now you can get external data from Access, from web, from text, from other sources like from SQL Server. Remember we mentioned SQL as a tool you can use for data analysis, right? So you can get it from SQL Server, from analysis service, from data import, from data connection wizard, from Microsoft Query, from existing connection. You can form a connection. other workbooks, and then you can get it. So if you want to do query, data query on Excel, you can put it in. This is for advanced class, so we're not going to touch that part. When we go advanced, then we will touch that data query on Excel. So you have your filter. So to use your filter now, if I want to activate filter for this whole sheet, I will come here. If you want to highlight the entire sheet, you click here. Did you see where I clicked? Did you see where I clicked, Mr. Valentine? So if you click here, you highlight the entire sheet. So let me do it again. So we click here, then we press filter. So automatically we filter the entire, we've activated filter button for here. So the things you can do with filter now, so we can decide that, okay, we don't want to work on all the states. We just want to see the figure for Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, Anambra. Then we click Adamawa, Akwa Ibom. So you see that Excel will automatically take away the other ones and then show us the information that we filter, that's what we want to see. Okay, then what if we say we don't want to see information from these ones? We only want to see information from, let's use, since this is election results. So let's use northeastern state and southeastern states. That's Ebonyi, Enugu, right? Which other states do we have? Imo, Anambra. Okay. Abia, yeah, I've missed Abia. So you know that you can actually even type it here. So it automatically brings Imo. I've selected it before. Okay. So now Excel is going to show us the states. So we've selected 1 minute. Excel is not responding. Okay. Anambra. Ebonyi. Enugu. So here, Imo. Okay, that's Imo. So you can see we can now have the result for the southeastern states, and you can do this using filter. There's an advanced filter option, but since this is a beginner, maybe later on I would throw more like that. So if you don't want to use the filter anymore, you can highlight it and then take off the filter from the page. Are we following? Is anybody lost, confused, or that needs to be found? Anybody that is lost in the jungle that needs to be found? You people in this class are a bit too cool for my liking. You guys want us to do some exercise? Shows that people online cannot follow us to do the exercise. I need you to be a bit more familiar. Is the class too dull? Is the class too dull? Okay, so let's continue. So now going back to our sheets, were done with the interface. Have I covered everything on the interface? Oh no, I haven't. We did not. We're done with the ribbons, the review, the view, is the help, power pivots. So let's come back to home. So here you can zoom your Excel sheet here. You can see I've zoomed it. You can minimize that. You can name your Excel sheets. So normally when you create a new sheet, it comes at sheet 1 or sheet 2. Let me show you. So this is sheet 1. So you can always click here and rename it. Double click and then you can name it. Let's name it Mr. Ayo list. Mr. Ayo. So we're naming this sheet Mr. Ayo's list. So you see, you can do that. You can name your sheet, and if you don't want to use that sheet anymore, you can delete it. You can move it. You can protect the sheet. You can protect your sheet, making sense that nobody will be allowed to make changes on your Excel sheet if it's protected. So when you share that sheet to someone else, they will not be able to implement any changes on that sheet. You're the only one that has the right to do that. So let's delete the sheet since we're not using it. So the next thing we're looking at now, aside from the interface of the Excel sheet, is basic function analysis in Excel. And we're getting to the interesting stuff of Excel. Mr. Valentine, are you with your laptop? Please appear your laptop so that we can start. Mr. Lima, please can you come closer? Or you're looking at the screen? Mhm. So now we're going to be working with the sum function. Who knows how to? We're going to show you how to add. So we talk about using the formula bar to add figures, right? To make changes and to add and to. So now, if we want to add this whole place now, so now we want to know the total number of votes casted in Abia State. First, is your system. Once your system is off, let me know so that we can follow each other. So I'm going to share this Excel sheet to you. And I'm putting my WhatsApp on the screen. Let me. It's a minute. Okay. I am going to share the Excel sheet to us later so that we can all follow. I wanted to share it, but I don't want to open my entire WhatsApp chat for everybody online to see. Let's just do this. So I've shared the data sets in the WhatsApp group. Please kindly go to WhatsApp and download the data set. I'm going to give everybody time to download the data set so that we can all follow. So I've shared the data set on the WhatsApp group. Please kindly go to the WhatsApp group and follow the data set. Thank you. Can you all see my? Have you all done that? Please, once you've done that, please indicate in the chat box. We're waiting for everybody so that we can follow up. You see, this is why I was saying that for the Excel class, you need your for the data analysis class, sorry, you need your laptop because it's a hands-on practical class. So that's in the beginning, we're just doing introduction. That's why we're reading and explaining. But in this class, we're going to be working with our hands, fully practical. So please go to the WhatsApp group and download the data sets. Once we're done, indicate in the chat box that you've done that. Okay, Promise Timmy is done. Who else? Let's get more people, then we continue. Who else is ready to rumble? You guys have something too serious in this class. It's not so serious. It's just data analysis. It's fun. Okay, Nation's Pride is done. Who else? Let's get three more persons, then we're good to go. The people here, are you guys done? Are you Valentine? Is your Excel ready? Ready, Medubu is ready. Okpeyemi Akinshola is ready. Are you okay? We have more persons. Prince Adewale Haruna is done. Mr. Valentine, are you done? Okay. We'll wait for you because you are here in the physical class. We have to go together. Elijah Al Hassan says downloaded. Do you have any questions? Anything I've said that you don't understand, please kindly drop it in the chat box. We are following each other. We don't want anybody to be lost in the forest, so we will all come out together. You're done? Okay, Mr. Ayo, what about you? Okay. Well, leaving this, we're all making progress together. So we're holding each other's hands and coming out of the forest together. So nobody is left behind. Everybody has to understand and follow. So if you don't understand anything, please indicate. I don't mind going back briefly while we wait for other people to download their Excel sheets. Hadith Asali said, done. Okay, I think we've waited enough. So we need to finish class. As much as I enjoy hanging out with people. So can you all still see my screen? Please, I don't want anybody to be left behind. Oh. Can you all see my screen when I move to my sheets? Okay. So now, to do this summation now, let me insert a new column. Did I show you how to insert a new row or column? So you just have to right click, then take it to where is vote. Okay, the total is here already. Or let's delete this one, and then we will do our own. We are going to do our own total votes. So once you download your sheets, so you can do this. So please follow. That's the best way you will learn if you follow what I am doing. Are we ready? No response from you people. Are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
So have you inserted your role? Then name it, you can name it total votes you want or sum of votes. So total votes, we've named it. So you write equals to, so in Excel, if you impute a formula or a function, what you write is what the equal to. So once you write equal to, did you see what happened to the screen? Everything here is showing you to edit the text, right? But the moment you put equal to, it goes off because it knows that Excel knows that you're about to write a formula. So you spell sum. When you type sum, you press your tab. We all know the tab button right on our screen, on our keyboard, sorry. You press tab. Once you press tab, a bracket will come. So now you go to where you want to sum from. We are summing from Abia State, that's B2. B2. You follow? Are you following? Okay, so B2, then you hold, and then because we want to sum it this way, we drag. When you're done, you press tab. What happens? This is the total. Should I do it again? Do you need me to do it again? So if you need me to run it again, let me do it again so that everybody can follow. Now, like we said, we're not leaving anybody in the bush. We will all come out from the other side. So now, beginning is you put the equal to sign, then you write sum, then you press your tab. Once you press your tab, you come to the beginning, then, no, it is not dragging. Let's drag. You drag. No, this one has just one copy. So we don't want you to copy. Something wrong happened. So equal to some tab, click here, and you drag. That is, we're summing. The reason why we're dragging is that for Excel to know that we're summing from B2 That's why we have this dot. It's showing you that you're summing from B2 to F2. If we wanted to sum the entire sheet, we would have gone like this. If we wanted to sum the entire figure on the sheet, to know the total votes casted for every state, every party, we will go like this. Sorry about that. Some tab, then you come here, click this, then why is it not dragging? Sorry guys, I didn't come with my mouse and the mouse on the, okay, so now, so you see this, can you see, it's going to sum everything. So if you want to know the total vote casted for every state, each party, will do this, press tab. So we have to, and it's telling us that the space there is not enough. So this is the total amount of votes casted for every state, every party in the 2019 election. So we're using the election sheet of 2019 election for our practical. So do we understand this? Mr. Ayo, Mr. Valentine, did you understand it? Now?
I'm getting a different answer.
Okay, I'm coming. Let me see what you're getting. So the importance of being in the physical class is that if you're having issues and you don't understand, we can. Yes, Mr. Okoyemi, that was the example. So this one, I just showed you how you can expand it, meaning that you don't have to go this way. You can take the entire sheet. So now, in 1 minute, Mr. If you're in the physical class, you get to have the teacher, your mentor with you to show you everything. So hold on a minute. Let me see what Valentine is doing. So let me see. Okay. So now, once you press this, what you're supposed to do is left click. This one has so many disadvantages. Yes. And drag. When you have I use it so that I can see. So do it equal to sum tab. Just press tab.
Okay, now.
Yes. Once you press tab, you're telling the Excel to change the formula. Yes. So now bring your cursor here. So now click here, then drag it. So to drag, so using the mouse, so press tab again. That's all. You get it? Okay. So now let's continue class. And I am back. Mr. Okpeyemi said while I was highlighting, something was writing the formula. Yes, as you're highlighting, Excel is responding. We all know Excel is a software, so whatever you're doing on the software, the formula bar will be reflecting what you're doing on the formula ribbon. Like I showed you the formula ribbon earlier, so whatever you're doing is showing here. So if you put equal to some tab, then you see it's showing on the formula ribbon. Then you come here, you press drag, it's showing. So now because I have dragged it to F5, so it's showing that I want to sum from B2, all the cells that are between B2 to F5 is what I want to sum. That is what it means. So it automatically when you press tab, it will show you. So if you've done it and you've done the total, please indicate so that I will know that you're following. And if you did it, you don't understand, I can run it again so that we can all follow. Okay, hope is done. Who else have been able to use the sum function on our desired cells? That's B2 to F2. Can you please indicate in the chat box so that I know you're following? Okay, Okpeyemi has done. Hope to. Who else have done the sum function so that we can continue the class? Miss Halima, Did you get it? You can draw your seats there so that you can follow. Yes. So I'm going to continue with the class now. Sorry, I have cold, so my voice is sounding funny. So now, our what we intended to do was to sum up all the votes from each party. You press tab. So when you press tab, the next thing we're going to do is flash fill. Have you heard of flash fill in Excel before? So now, this thing you've done now, if you click here on this place, then you drag it. Can you see what it did? It summed every other one. So the formula you've imputed in this first place now, then you drag it. Flash fill function will repeat the formula on all the cells. So now if you've done the first sum, please do the flash fill and drag it down. Let's see. So let me do it again so that everybody will follow. You come to the side of the cell where there is the dot, the square dot. Can you see it? Then you put your cursor on square dot, then you drag. And then because we're using small data, so we can do this. If we're using bigger data, we'll have to use a formula for it. But for now, let's just do this. So we've done flash fill. Another thing you need to know in Excel is as we've imputed a formula on all this, you see that for everyone you click on it, on the formula bar, it's showing you the formula, right? So because you're working on the data and you don't want something to go and happen, then your data, when you give your data, your Excel sheet to look at, to go and scatter your information. What you do now is you copy. When you copy, you come here. You come here, you paste. Now there are your different options. There's just paste, it will paste everything plus the formula, paste value. You press paste value. When you come paste value, now can you see that it's no longer showing the formula? Did you see what I did? So let me take it back again. So insert another row, then come here, you copy, Control C to copy or right click. When you copy, come to the new row, then right click, then go to your paste option. You have to just paste where it will just automatically transfer everything plus the formula and everything in here, or you paste value where it will only transfer the values on the cell without the formulas. What you need to do is paste value. So now you paste value. Once you paste value, the formula is gone. But you see, if you touch here, you click here, you're seeing the formula, right? But if you click this one, no formula again. What it means is that whatever during in the course of using this sheet now, as far as this formula is here, whatever changes you make to this other cell that you got the formula from, these cells now that you got the formula from, will always affect the outcome of the total. So now, if I change the figure here, automatically the total here will change because there's a formula here. But because you're working on this sheet and you don't want it to be changing, except it's your desire for it to be changing as you're working on the sheet, then you leave it like that. But in most cases, we don't want anything to scatter with our data. So you do this, then you come back to this original row where you put the formula, then you delete it. So you see, we have our total votes. Is anybody lost? Halima, are you free? So now, let's go. Let's see. Is anybody lost online? Oh, thank you, Mr. Opeyemi. Is anybody lost online? Were you able to copy and paste and then delete the row for the sheet with the row with the formula? Any other person aside from Mr. Opeyemi? It seems like Opeyemi is like very active. That's good, Opeyemi. Have any other person been able to copy and paste their total votes, removing? Okay, Biola the tech guy said yes, ma. That's good. Let's go to on our topic on our. So now we're going to calculate average. That's the next formula we're working on. Average. Now you want to get the average of votes casted. We're going to do the same thing with now. We're going to insert a row. Please start insert a new row. I keep saying row, right? Sorry, insert a new column. Then press the equal to, then write average. The moment you write AV, average will come on. Then once have you typed average? Like I said, press tab. Write equal to, write type average, press tab. Then now you click where you want to get the average from. Then we will do the same thing we did for the sum. So we want to get the average votes casted in Abia states across all political parties. That's across these four political parties. That's ABGA, PDP, PCP, ADC, and APC. So the average now, like I said, you go to the first one, that's B2, which is the first cell we're working on. Then you drag it to F2, then you press tab. So that is our average vote casted. Can you all, can you see my screen? Why is the screen not sharing? So let me start sharing again. I don't know. I think maybe it's network. That's why it's not sharing. So let me start sharing again. Okay, let's start.
Because your average,
Okay, can you see my screen?
right.
Okay, if you're enjoying our class and you want to participate more in other classes, please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can always enjoy our classes. We would be coming up with like different classes throughout the course of the year. So if you're enjoying this class, this data analysis class, and you want to do more, please kindly subscribe. And don't forget, if you want to take our advanced class, you can always send me a message and then we'll work on that. Okay, Hadiza Salisu said she has gotten it. Yes, I am lost. Rahima said she's lost. So let's find Riri. Riri Medugo. Let's find Riri Medugo. We have someone that is lost. So we're going to take this. So for the sake of the people that are lost from the sum function, please kindly watch this tutorial. Watch it again. The average function now, we're going to do it exactly the same way we did the sum function, just that in this case, what we are writing is average, not sum. So now we have some people on the online class that said they are lost, so we have to take it again slowly so that everybody can follow. So I'm switching to my sheet. So now let me take it again from beginning. So you have the equal to, then average, then we press tab. Once you press tab, go to the desired cell where you want to start your calculation from. Then you drag, exactly. So you drag it from B2 to F2. Right now, getting our average from B2 to F2. So you drag it from B2 to F2, then you press tab for Excel to run the numbers and give you your answer. When you've done that, then you come to the little dots by the side of your cell, then you drag it down for flash fill. So Excel will automatically calculate the average for all the other cells and then give you the total. So now that's why we write average again. It's the heading, average vote. What do you need me to come over? You're good? Mr. Valentine, did you get that? Have yours produced your, have you done the flash fill? Mr. Ayo, are you cool? So now we would do the same thing we did earlier to get rid of the formula. If you want to get your, you can get your average from F2 to B2. You can start from, but it's always better to start from the beginning and drag it. So from F2 to B2, or if you want to get the average of the total vote, you drag it to make sure it covers from the beginning of the B to the ending of the F cell. Are we good? So let's see if everybody is following. So now I've shown you how to do the copy and paste function, right? So go ahead and do it by yourself. So copy, insert a new column, copy the column where you put the formula, and then paste it using the what paste value function to remove the formula when pasting. Really, Meduba, I hope you've been found and you're no longer lost. So can we all do that? Let me take a little something. Yay! Opayemi said he's done. Who else is done? If you remember how to do that, please kindly do it. And then if you're lost, indicate so that I can do it so you follow. Hope said she's done. Sorry, Hope is unisex, so I don't know if you're he or she. So Hope is done. So is everybody done? Let's get one more person, then we'll know that we're okay. Elijah Al Hassan said flash fill done. I like that. So the next function we're doing now is the max function. Now, this is the formula for the max function, right? Can you go ahead and do it without me explaining you through? Then we'll know. So that's the formula for max function. Can you all see my screen? Oh, it's not sharing this one. So let me do this. Let me share the formula so that the people online can see the formula for the max function. Yeah, 1 minute of pay me. I'm gonna share the formula. This is the formula for the max function. Please kindly. The formula for max is equals to, okay, that's good, Riri. I'm happy that you're not lost because we're not leaving anybody in the bush today. We're all going outside of the bush together at the end of the class. So now for max now, follow what is written. Returns the max function, returns the highest value in a range, e.g., equal to max, then you tab, then you copy, you drag, then you do it. So please kindly do the max function on your own, then we will know. So this max function now is used during election now to get the person with the highest votes. So instead of straining your eyes to look at the Excel sheet to see which number is higher, which figure is higher, so you just put in the formula and then you do it. Please, you should do it on your own. You're done? And you've done the flash film. Okay, that's good. It means you are following. What about you, Mr. Valentine? You're done? Okay, everybody, Riri, you're done? Okay. Eunice, Barnabas, are we all done with the max function? Okay, what about the main function? Let's do main. You do equal to main and you drag. Okay, Opeyemi has given us the result for Abia State. So, Elijah Al Hassan, if you've done the max function, please drop the winner of the election, the parties that won for, let's say, Sokoto State. Elijah Al Hassan, please drop the figures for the party that won for Sokoto State. Then Riri Medubu, give us the figure for the person that won, the party that won the election for Kano State. Then Eunice Barabas, give us the figure for the person that won the election in Kogi State. Promise Timmy, drop the figure for the person that won the election in Enugu State. And let's see, Hadiza Salisu, yes, drop the figure for the person that won the election in Bauchi State. Biola, the tech guy, drop the figure for the person that won the election in Osun State. Let's see that you're following. Let's really confirm that you're following. So I'm giving everybody 1 minute to do that. Get the figures for all the states. Nation's Pride, give us the figure for the person that won the election in Enugu State. Moruf Mobolaji, please give us the figure for the person that won the election in Delta State. Hope, give us the figure for the person that won the election in Benue State. Please kindly do that, and we're waiting. We only have Opeyemi's figure for Abia State. So, who won the election for FCT? We're doing maximum. For maximum, who has the highest votes? For FCT. Based on the max, the formula for max that you've done. Please, I'm waiting for your response in the chat. Please kindly drop the figures if you've done PDP. Okay, so Mr. Ayo has given us the results for FCT. So right now you're our collation officer for FCT based on your data analysis skills. Okay, Promise Timmy said PDP. That's nice. Other people were waiting for your response, please, so that we can confirm that you're following the class and nobody is lost. For Enugu, yeah, Enugu State PDP. Okay. Nations Prize. I'm using my smartphone for the class. After the selection, I will rewatch. And okay, no problem. So Nations Prize. Once you're done, please, if you're able to do it at the end of the class, please can you send a message in the group to show us that you tried to do it and you got your answer. So other people, persons. Riri Medubu, Eunice Barnabas, Hadiza Salisu, Hope, we're waiting for your results. We're giving everybody 1 more minute to place their results or we continue. So have you all done the main function? You've copied, you've pasted. Okay. Um, let's still work on the formulas. So now for the formulas now, For our main data visualization, which is the dashboard we're going to be doing, we might not be needing, we're going to do something else now. I'm going to delete this so that we can do something else. So we're going to functions now. Okay, let me share my Excel sheet instead. Okay, Hope says she's a female. Okay, Hope following minimum vulnerable. Okay, so yeah, I'm having issues with my Excel, but I will send it to the group chat when I'm done. No problem. No problem. No, no, Mr. Okpeyemi, we cannot declare the other states inconclusive. We are going to use the flash fill function to do that. So the next thing we're going to do in class is we're going to learn how to use the find and replace function. We're going to functions and functionalities. Now, did you notice that in this data, when it comes to data cleaning now, in this data, is this how, what state is this? Now, it's not being there's an R in the middle. It's B78RN78. Borno, Borno, okay. So now what does it mean? That the letter O here in this word has been, there's an error that happened when they were transferring the data or when they were imputing the data, and then they imputed 78 where 0 is supposed to be. So let's check, is it the same thing with every other one? So now what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it, everybody? Replace, find and replace function. Okay, what if you do find and replace now? Now you go, how will you do the find and replace? If you go here and you click find and replace 78 with O, what do you think will happen?
So every cell that has number 78 in it, we take out 78 and replace with O.
What will happen to this part of the data if you can see there's 78 here? Under the results for Adamawa APC, it has 378078. If you just go ahead and do the find and replace function, don't you think that 178 there will just turn to O2?
It's not possible to highlight the cells where we need to work on.
Yeah, you can. That's what I wanted you to say. So you highlight the cell where you want to work on. Yeah, exactly. The column you want to work on, then you replace. You make sure that it does not replace the entire sheet, because when it replaces the entire sheet, what will happen is that.
We started the data.
So let's do that. So now we highlight the cell we want to replace. Then we go to find, we come to our ribbon, guys. This ribbon is like everything you want to do. So come here, we highlight, then we click on the replace. We'll click replace. When we click the replace, this tab will come on. Then what are we looking at replacing? 78. You write, go to the where they write find what? You write find 78 and replace it with what? 0. Oh, sorry. Find 78, replace it with O. So automatically, what will now happen? Replace cannot find a match. Why can't you find a match? So now you replace all. Do you see what I did? If you press replace, to tell you it cannot find a match. But if you click on replace all, it will replace the 21. And the 21 now, if we do that, it will not affect the rest of the cell. So now what have we done? This is what data cleaning. We've cleaned this data to remove the numbers where they are not supposed to be, and we've replaced them with the letter that is supposed to be there. Did you follow? Did you all follow? Alima, did you follow?
Now, if we go to a Nigerian, what if it's a foreigner that is working on this data? How do you know that the 78 is full?
Okay, now, if you're working on a data, the first thing you should do on a data first. Yes, it's 21. That's correct. So the first thing you should do on the data first before you start working on the data, if you're working on a job and they give you a data set, is study your data. If they give you data set, I was working on a project and we're working with countries all over the world, and we had to work with their postcode and cities. So to properly clean that data now, I was working on data gotten from India. Now, it involved states in India and their postcode. To understand it, there's a function for you to do it faster, but you have to understand the data. So I had to go on Google, study the different local governments and provinces and states you have in India, so that when I'm looking at my data, it is not foreign to me. So whatever data you're working on, if you're working on cost of housing or house rent or cost of housing in Canada now, in a particular province in Canada now, what you're expected to do before you start working on that data is to study what the province is about, the province in Canada. And so that way, when you get any states that is wrong, you know that this is wrong. Because if you don't know your data, you cannot claim it. You will not know there's an error. Sometimes the error might not even be in a figure. You know, if it's a figure, it's easier for you to actually know that it's a figure. But what if the error was a wrong letter? It will affect your outcome, because now, if you don't correct it, and then you now take this data and you want to visualize this data on a map, then when you transfer it to the tool that is supposed to visualize it for you, you put it to your Power BI for it to bring it out in a map, it will not be correct because the state is not correct on the map. It cannot be found on the map. So you need to first of all study your data and then understand how to do that. So are we following? Are we all following? Have we learned something today?
Yes.
Have we all learned something today?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody, have we all learned something today? Our class is almost over. So in our next class, I did not treat VLOOKUP because I want us to do it in our next class. I don't want to swamp you guys with a lot of formula and functions right now. So let's study. Okay, find and replace done. That's good, Elijah. Let's study these formulas and functions. And there are a lot you can play with, like, for instance, when you put, let's come to our formulas, right? Finance. Okay, auto sum now. You can count numbers, you can do average, you can do sum, you can do max. Then there's the proper function. Now we have the need to do the proper function here, but we're not going to do that now until tomorrow. In tomorrow's class, that's when we will actually properly clean the data and then start preparing it for us to work on it. So um let's make sure everybody is following in today's class. So any other question? Please, did you learn anything new today? Mr. Ayo, did you learn anything new today in class? Did we cover enough for you?
Easy, so,
The beginning was just talking about what you can do with data analysis. What about you, Mr. Valentine? Did you learn something new with your Excel today?
Yeah, for the past, I remember.
So that means next class you have to try and come on time. So in our next class, that's when we will start dealing with proper formula and function. So in our next class, we will work on data cleaning. Are we excited to start cleaning data? One class. Are we excited to start cleaning data?
Yes.
So in our next class, we're going to work on data cleaning. So we're going to I'm going to it was just the popular parties. My question is that we didn't work on the data up to other parties, any other reason. No, I did not want to expand it so much so that it will not get confused, because what a lot of people are just using these functions for the first time, so we have to take things slow. But tomorrow we're going to do everything we've done in the entire sheet, but we're going to do it in preparation for our data visualization now. So now I just introduced you to the basic formulas and functions for Excel. Tomorrow we're going to look at count, we're going to and next class, sorry, we're going to look at count, we're going to look at VLOOKUP, we're going to look at proper, we're going to do different things. We're going to do the trim function, whereby you trim it from the side or left. So we have to tomorrow and next class we're going to properly learn how to clean the data. So today is just our introductory class. We wouldn't want to scare people off from Excel from the first class. Imagine you come to your first class and then they give you an assignment and you cannot even. So now what we'll be doing for our take-home assignments today is, please study these functions that we've worked on. The good thing about Excel is that the more you practice it, the more your hands can become more common. Like it becomes to you easily when you practice. So the data has been given to you. You can undo all the things we've done and then do it again. So that in our next class, when you come and then we're now working on other functions and formula, you would understand how it works, how you impute function, because there are some functions that it is one formula, but then it has like multiple functions in the formula. So you need to understand the basics so that we can actually move ahead, everybody. So is there any question? Do you have any questions or complaint or concerns? Any questions? Any question, Miss Halima? Logistics PDP. I do not understand that question, Eunice Barnabas. So, like I said, before we started this class, we'll be handing out our kindly follow or subscribe on our YouTube channel for you to join our other classes, and then for you to get notification anytime we have any trainings. And yes, if we don't have any questions, concerns, or complaints, I think we've come to the end of our class. Tomorrow, and sorry, on Thursday, I keep saying tomorrow, I don't know why. On Thursday, our class is going to be longer because we're going to have to clean this data and everybody's going to follow. Can you please tell us how to undo all we've done on Excel? So if you want to undo, please Control Z. Keep pressing Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, and you will undo all the things that you've done on your Excel sheet, and your Excel sheet will come back to new. Or if you want to exit, don't save. If you don't save, okay, so later in the day we'll share the link for the recorded classes, so you can actually come back and rewatch it if you want. Any other questions? I am taking questions in the next 4 minutes before we send that. Please kindly check the top of the chart. There's an attendance sheet for people online to fill their attendance, please. It's very important for us to know people that if you attended the class, if you do not fill the attendance sheet on the top of the chart, please, we will not. Okay, you're welcome, promise to me. Any other questions? Okay. So please, have you all filled our, okay, that's good. Obayemi has subscribed. Have you all subscribed to the channel? And have we all filled our attendance sheets? I posted it at the top of the chart when we just logged in for everybody to fill their attendance. So please kindly fill your attendance sheet if you've not done that. I'm going to be giving you all a few minutes to do that before we end the live stream. Thank you. Okay, yeah, scroll up to the top of the charts, in the chat box, the top of the chat, then you will see a link. Click on the link, go there and fill the attendance sheets. Okay, that's good. Nation's Prize. Nation's Prize have taken her or his attendance sheet. Attendance. So if you're that person, please kindly fill the attendance sheet to indicate that you were here. So 2 minutes to the end of our live stream. Please kindly do that so that 1 minute to the end of our live stream. No, you're to click on the link on the top of the chart. When you scroll up to the top of the chart, you would see Code Lab Educare and there's a Google Doc link. Please click on the link. This chart, click on the link and then fill the attendance. Yeah, that's good. Nation's Pride. Nation's Pride has subscribed. So please, if you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe to our channel so that you get notifications anytime we have a class. So thank you all for taking out time to attend this class. I hope you learned something and I hope to see you all on Thursday, same time, 10:30, inshallah. Please. Oh, sorry, Nation's Pride, you're a he. Okay, so let me share the attendance link again. Share my screen back. Wait. I am posting the link again for everybody, people that just joined. Please kindly click on the link and okay, promise to me attendance taken. I'm waiting for you, everybody, to take their attendance before we go off. That's the only thing that's keeping us here. Attendance, please. We're supposed to go off by 12 o'clock, but we had to extend it because of the attendance. Please kindly take your attendance, copy the link, and sign up. Fill your attendance sheet. Thank you. So I've dropped the link and then we'll be signing off. Bye, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day.